You get dura aluminum in the radiation zones. What happens if the spice in your blood increases?
I thought if spice and blood increase, we have the superpower, right? The three power.
The Z.
Yeah, the Z. So
Yeah.
I've used the Z twice, okay, by mistake. So once you click on Z, you'll be in this form for nearly like until all this the pink color thing or red color thing that depletes. And I don't know how to increase it again. I thought like if you eat that spice food
No,
or
that increases. That increases generally when you fight.
no, it
The
is not.
bar
No,
gets full.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't. So that so once it gets see if you have it full now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you just try to use it once and then see for it to come back like what is needed. It's not fighting.
Okay.
Yeah, but this form will stay
Interesting.
for quite some time. And I
Did you craft your ornithopter?
no, I don't. I'm just doing. Uh, I'm in aluminum stage. I need more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I think I'm going to go and set up a new base. I feel the leap suspensor belt is much better than the Emperor belt also.
I don't use the Emperor's build. I only use the.
I used to use the Emperor shield before. The fuck, bro? Sandworm just comes out for no reason also outside. Oh. Weird. Are you serious?
The reinforcements.
Remember, yeah, make a storage where you can store all the corpses.
Yeah, for the. I just made it today, that bed.
Someone here. Someone's here.
Identify yourself.
Identify yourself.
Did you use Z, the superpower?
Used it only twice. I didn't need to use it.
Okay, no, just for testing.
Yeah, I have.
see how it is, how you're getting it back. Each time we did a trial, it used to become full.
There.
Each time we completed a trial. I think that time we were inhaling a lot of smoke, so I don't know.
Identify yourself.
Crack attack.
I need help.
Oh, you can't store the buggy here.
No, buggy is too big.
The ornithopter smaller.
Only the ornithopter scout you can store. You can't store the other ornithopters.
Ka? வேற வெளில போக மாட்டேன் அதுக்குதான் 4 நாளைக்குக்கா இல்ல நான் வாங்கிட்டு வச்சிடுறேன் நோ ப்ராப்ளம் நான் அதான் அதுக்கு தான் கேட்டேன் இப்போ அமுச்சு விட்டுருவான்னு இப்போ கேட்டேன் நான் ஆன்லைன்ல ஆமா அதான் சொன்னேன் வெளியே போக மாட்டேன் அதுக்கு தான் இருங்க ஃபோன் நம்பர் சொல்லுங்க ஒரு நிமிஷம் பார்த்திபன் பழனிசாமி ஆமா 1002 போட்டு ஏர் ரோடு ஆமா போட்டாச்சு சரிக்கா paid the maid. There's too many shit in my inventory. It's taking up too much space. How do I have you figured out how to increase the backpack capacity? We can't, it's only 175.
Yeah, it's only 175. You have to work with that dude, 175, and then the bike, and the buggy, and the helicopter.
They should give us ability to craft backpacks, da. That's so stupid, bro. Like, you know, incorporated backpacks, yeah, this capacity 175, this capacity 225, this capacity
But
2
you have,
something like that.
you have storage boxes that you can that you can transport, no?
Bro, storage boxes that we can transport.
Yeah, there is different storage boxes.
What?
Oh, that's for the water.
Bro, I'm saying on the person.
I know there are some sort of storage units that you can. Wait, let me see.
I think only you can do that when they're empty, not when they're loaded.
Helicopter, I don't know how. Something it was.
Okay, so what do I need? Let me see. I need aluminium for my ornithopter. I need Damn, this power cut, bro. Damn.
But every day there's
It's just random bullshit, bro. It just goes, it comes back after 30 seconds, 1 minute. Like, hey, you have to restart your PC in a game again, like that. And my inverter also battery, I had to prepare 14 grand to replace it. What's your level now, level?
97. What's yours?
I need to check. Forgot. Open. shit is this, bro? Every time we start the game, the trailer has to play. Oh. Have you reached the paranoid quest?
I'm like at the main one, the sign from above.
I thought you said gluttony.
Gluttony was before this.
It's so sad, but we cannot build a battle buggy, can we?
No, you can have. I mean, the person sitting on top of you can shoot.
No, they can shoot his normal gun.
Yeah.
He can't shoot a actual weapon turret.
Maybe it's in the future. But yeah, right now only for scanning.
Yeah. Shh. My level is 91, bro.
And your quest is the purple one.
Purple one is find the chosen of the Masquerade in the Misa Terrell. The name of the quest is the Paranoid chain quest. This quest is after the gluttony where you have to kill that vampire Harkonnen eating on the dead bodies.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, it's after that only, this one.
Someone here.
I'm gonna go farm some aluminium.
Someone. Shield on.
they should do something about this quicksand area.
Why?
It's too much covering the fucking Haga Basin and
Yeah. I've lost 2 bikes to it already.
there. That's because you're stoned. I can't even put the fucking booster on the buggy
Why? Oh, because of the
because if I storage, yeah. So faggoted, bro. Aluminium faggot. Aluminium ingot. Ice explosion. Fucking, that's very cinematic, yeah.
Yeah.
Level 92.
Friend.
Who's that?
Identify yourself.
Shields up! I require assistance!
See someone.
Enemy sighted! Shield on!
Something I need to do about this backpack space thing. Annoying.
Shields up!
Who's here? It's sneaky, 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 snake.
Hello.
Hello.
What the fuck? This is a huge flower garden here, bro. My god. That's why there are so many bases here. GG.
What?
There's someone here.
Is Z new or what? Z.
Yeah. So that is new. So I don't know how to fill the meter up for Z. I think it is by using spice, but so I was telling me that it's also tested.
Shields up!
So if I use it for a very long time, like at least for 3-4 minutes, I have like. You wanna see it?
No, use it when you need to. What if this is difficult? Oh man.
Someone's here.
Oh look, all your abilities are
Yeah.
boosted. Do the
So I don't know how to stop.
OT ability.
See the. If I press Z
Say
again.
it again.
Huh?
Doesn't. You said again, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
What?
Yeah. See, look, this is my max form. I have my 2 buffs on me. See, it also gives me this kind of vision. There are people there. This violet color thing.
Ah.
I don't know, like, is there like a sneak attack I can do?
I got you. Yeah. Someone. I require assistance. Get the bastard.
Where is everybody?
You look so weak. Made a wrong turn. Shielding.
Snake,
Yeah.
sorry for your grandmom, bro. Condolences, bro.
Shield on.
All the rituals are over.
So the
There is maybe there's something called the 13-day ritual, 10-day or 13-day
Yeah.
ritual, and then there is a 1-year ritual. So
Yeah.
yeah,
But
and
it's 1 day, 3 day, 13 day, 1 year.
yeah, I'm talking about the main one though. But yeah, so these rituals need to be performed so that the soul of the departed is able to let go of the world that
And
they
the
were
new
living
one.
in, and then they are.
In my family, we think it's rebirth, but yeah, whatever. Whatever. So. Over as in fucking God. Ability's over. What? You still have another Z. A regular Z. Drink water, buddy. You're losing HP. spice effect music. Go into this.
We've got real trouble here. I sent the squad down in the roof to scout for Kilo, like you said. Full dozen armed men with transportation. Only one came back. And you shot him pretty bad. Lived long enough to tell us they ran into what they thought were Harkonnen troopers. Since they were the Baron's men, our guys decided to ask what they knew about the area. But the soldiers, or whatever they were, opened up with grenades and darts without saying a word. The lone survivor managed to crawl away after getting hit. He watched the troopers loot all our boys' gear and ride off laughing in their trucks. We can't send anyone else down there. We're outclassed.
Stop!
We're coming.
Who's there?
Identify yourself.
Shield off!
Let's get the back.
I've got your back.
Coming.
Oh man,
It's in my mouse, this one.
gosh. Jesus Christ.
of our scouts have just returned. They report that the Zalakidir is thick with new scavenger camps. The skies above are heavily trafficked by both warring houses, and the destruction they rain upon the desert draws the scavies like flies. A bounteous harvest, as my father would say, and easy pickings. At this point, we just need to be moving as many live bodies as possible. Quantity over quality. We are processing 2 slave hunts per week when we should be processing 4 or 5. Our scouts in the Graben report they're tracking several bands of deserters. I know the reward money would be nice, but more often than not, the deserters are better equipped and trained than our guys. It's not worth the effort. For now, let us focus our captured teams on the Zalakidir and knock some heads, as my father would say. We need to get Lord Raban his mala before we become that mala.
Someone's here. Who's that? There's someone here. Who's that? Get them! Who's that? Reveal yourself! Huh? There's someone here.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
Man.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching. Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
What you doing?
I think I'm dead.
What are you doing?
Getting something sandworm.
No, he's safe, he's safe. Even if the sandworm comes, he's safe. Maybe because you're so stoned and you keep doing shit like this, you should make videos and post it on YouTube. It would be funny.
Fuck. I thought I didn't die this time for sure. Phew.
What are you doing?
Just going backwards and offloading my.
Man, there should be some way where we can. You know, they should build something called transport carriers.
Yeah.
You know, some kind of a trailer that you can attach to the buggy from behind.
That'll go back to base automatically. Deliver.
No, you just increases the storage capacity.
Oh, okay. But it is there no storage capacity for all.
It's there, but you know,
Enough, huh?
not enough. It's enough, but how do I put it? It's
You don't like it.
They should make more uses for the buggy than just the 1500 storage capacity. No one uses buggy with the booster or with any other thing.
You can make many buggies, dude, for different purposes. I have like 3 buggies, one with booster, one with passenger seat.
Just you have 3 buggies already.
Oh, the buggies.
Great.
I'm talking
Crazy.
about. Sorry. I have only one buggy. I was talking about.
No,
buggies.
I'm talking about buggies, bro.
That
They
thing
should
also
build
you
one
can-
battle buggy.
You can detach whenever you want. You can attach whenever you want.
I know that, bro, but I want a buggy with storage and boosters.
Mm-hmm.
I saw one guy using buggy with a booster, using it as a sandbike for doing quests. Fuck, bro, that guy was like just woo. He was like riding it like a Ferrari, bro.
It's that fast or what?
Yeah, it's fucking fast, bro. The booster, if you put it in the buggy, it's fucking fast. When I was in the Haga Basin, no, those underground tunnels. There, one guy, I suddenly saw one thing zoop past me. I didn't even get to see it properly. Saw it was a buggy with a booster attached. Fuck, my power cut when we were talking about the rituals. You know why those rituals are done, right? Snake explained to you.
So that ghosts won't come in the night.
Yeah, most like some you put it in the different way, but yeah, so that they don't be attached to this world. And they don't linger here due to their affections and emotions and maybe any physical things that they had to do but they didn't do it.
Yeah, but if they're reborn, then there's no spirits, right?
They won't be reborn if their spirits are still lingering. You get it? They won't be reborn if they are still lingering here. In order for the spirit to be reborn, the spirit has to first cross over to the next world.
No, it's
I
thought
yeah.
it's an instant rebirth. I write upon this.
No, that depends on situation. It's not the same for everyone. Some people who have no attachments to this world, who have attained a certain level of spirituality and enlightenment, yeah, You know all those memes and jokes that they make about sages and sadhus doing meditation and tapasya and all that. Do you know when they're doing the tapasya, for what they're doing the tapasya? Do you know that?
For peace, for strength,
Define peace. Define peace.
for lengthening their what do you
Lifespan?
call it? Lifespan.
No, no. All the enlightened and spiritual sadhus and yogis who do meditation and they do penance and all that, they are not asking for peace. They are not asking for lifespan. They are not asking for power. They are not asking for money. They are doing that so that they request God to pull them out of this cycle of life and death.
Yeah, it's one belief.
They don't want to be reborn again and again. They don't want to be stuck in this life death cycle, life living suffering death cycle. They don't want to be in that cycle. They want to be near God more than be experiencing these cycles. So that's why they do the tapasya and the penance.
One out of the 1,000 beliefs that are there.
Beliefs?
Yeah,
Beliefs what?
one of the 1,000 beliefs that are out there. This what you said.
Yeah, no, not one of the thousands. This is the ultimate.
How
There's
do you
nothing
know?
beyond this.
How do you know?
I'm telling you, because my family is filled with spiritual people, and I'm a Kashmiri Pandit. A person, you cannot get more spiritual than me
Yeah, but
in terms of bloodline and as well as family background and
that's what
upbringing.
spirituality itself is one among 1,000 beliefs. That is what I meant. So
Spirituality is not a belief, bro. All
then what is it?
all the religions that have their own form of beliefs.
Yeah.
Spirituality is the depth of everything.
What is the depth of it? It's another belief. That's all it is.
No,
What
it's
is
not. It's not. It's not a belief, Levi. It's not a belief at all. It's ultimately Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, whatever you have, right? That belief of the next world and all that. What is there that you can't see, etc.,
Yeah.
etc.
And spirituality, what is the same thing?
No. Spirituality is the common realm, where the person doesn't say that your thing is wrong, my thing is correct.
Yeah, that is the
And,
belief. That is the belief, right? You're telling it's the common realm. Spirituality, you're telling the spirituality is, or the state, or where you're going is a common realm.
No, ultimately the roots might be different, but ultimately the place where everyone has to come and go from is the same.
Yeah, that's
So-
but that is the belief, right? What are you telling it? This is the base form and not like for instance, just think of it like
You cannot categorize spirituality like Hinduism, Christianity, Islam. You cannot categorize
who's
it.
categorizing it as a religion?
By calling it a belief,
Yeah.
you are categorizing it.
No, you're talking about a religion and I'm talking about a belief.
No.
So there
I'm saying
spirituality has no beliefs. Is that what you're
spirituality is a static fact. It's not about belief. Whether you believe or not, whether your belief is there or not, doesn't matter.
When you're telling it's a static fact, that means you are believing it's a fact, right?
No, it is a universal fact. It is
Yeah,
something
yeah,
that whether
yeah,
I believe in it or not, it
Yeah.
will not matter.
Exactly. That the belief is that is the belief, right? It doesn't matter if I think
You call it belief. I don't call it belief. That's the difference. I
Yeah,
call
but-
it something else.
but
I
what-
call it something.
something else,
I
what
separate.
is
I separate.
what is
I
something
separate.
else?
I
What is
separate
something
my. I separate my beliefs and what I believe in, and what supposedly I assumed exists there beyond my belief. Yeah, I separate them categorically.
Yeah.
So when I do that, it means that I know I see. Ultimately, it's my belief. You can say, but I know what's there, which is independent of my beliefs. I can see it. I can feel it. I can literally sense it.
Yeah, if you can do
So-
all that, then that's what that is your belief. Is what I'm meaning to.
Yeah, but you should not stick to beliefs. The word beliefs and the act of
Then what is it? What do you stick? What do you call it?
you should
what do you-
because this body is just a shell, and there is an energy that lives in this body.
Yeah, dude. You understanding the fact that the body is just a shell. There is a-
See, I'll tell you something, Levi. I'll tell you something. Wait. When it comes from third person perspective, right? When you are witness me say all this, and when you're judging me for it, then you from your perspective, from a third person perspective, you call these things as my beliefs.
Why is it from third person perspective? Like,
Yeah, it is third person because
what is it for
whatever I
you?
have to say,
What is
whatever I
spirituality-
say,
what is
I'll tell you.
spirituality for you?
Whatever I
Spirituality for
say,
you.
I'll tell you. Whatever I say, yeah, you will just label it as my belief.
Yes, it is.
It is, yes, it is. But I am not talking about perspective-based belief. I am talking about something on a common ground amongst all beliefs to put together, which is independent of beliefs itself. If that, it's a very deep meaning. If you understand it,
Dude,
you'll get it.
You're telling it's a deep meaning and you won't understand it. That's why only if you understand you will get it.
No.
But the thing is, like, see, whatever.
What the fuck?
You if you believe in.
One second.
Yeah.
What, my buggy cutter is not enough for farming aluminium?
You need to upgrade it to MK, or you can use only MK4.
What the hell? Are you serious?
Yeah,
So I have to come down and I have to use my
yeah.
shitty cutter. Eh? My god, this game is not stupid, bro. They have actually.
The only thing you're trying to portray is spirituality is superior. So that's also fine if you believe that.
I am saying there's no spirituality at all. I'm saying it is something that we cannot judge or dub in any way. Ultimately, if whatever I say, you'll just call it my belief.
Yes,
But I am not talking about my belief.
What is spirituality? Is it a belief or not? That's all we were. I was asking, right? I was telling. No, I think
Not.
it's a belief.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to point and talk about those things that is not part of my beliefs. That is independent of our beliefs. There's something that you feel with your heart, not think with your heart, with your brain.
You feel with your heart also because your heart also has nerves. That's all. Yeah, that's the scientific way to go ahead. But like you have the gut feeling, that doesn't mean that you use only your brain for thinking. You use your stomach also, the part of it for thinking. But that's separate. That's apart from this. But what I'm telling is, like, whichever path you go, whatever you do, it's like unless I'm not like disrespecting your belief. I'm only trying to understand what your belief is.
We are not even. You are not disrespecting Levi.
if you-
We are talking about
Yeah,
what do you call belief? What is meaning of belief?
Yeah. So what is
What is the definition?
what you
How?
believe-
What do you call? What do you believe? Right?
Yeah,
What you believe? Right?
Yeah.
But I am not. But I am trying to talk about things that I don't believe in. I'm trying to talk about things that universally on a spiritual level exists beyond
Yeah.
belief,
See,
independent of whether what I believe in or not.
That's what, dude. If you take every person, they will have their individual perspective of how the universe is or what it is, and everyone will have their own beliefs how it is.
That's what I'm saying. As
Yeah.
from a third person, from your point of view, you are dubbing it as belief, isn't it?
Not as,
I am trying to talk. I am trying to talk about things that do not get dubbed and labeled as beliefs.
Why are you talking for mass? You talk for yourself. If you're telling for yourself,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't want to get. I don't intend or want to get dubbed as beliefs. As what I'm saying. Whatever I'm saying. Yeah, bro, that's your belief, bro. Yeah, bro, that's what you believe in. I'm not trying to talk about that.
You're trying to tell that whatever I say.
Ultimately,
No,
the
wait,
fault
hold on,
is
hold on,
whatever I say.
hold on,
Whatever I say,
hold on,
you will
hold
dub
on.
it as my belief.
That's what you're telling, that whatever you say, me or anyone will just reduce it to that. Oh, that's
Believe,
just,
not
that's just
yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
yet again, just because everyone will just reduce it to a belief, like, oh, that's just a belief and not hear more about it. Action comes after that, right? After whoever says,
No, not like that. I am trying to come on a common ground where for you and me, we are talking about something that's beyond our beliefs.
Dude, see, didn't you say about the ghosts, the spirits lingering?
Yep.
Did you say or not?
Yep.
Yeah. So from you.
By the way, Levi, do you know what is the difference between spirit and soul?
No, I don't. I may not know, or what I believe.
No,
and
I'm
both-
saying. Do you know the difference between spirit and soul?
My beliefs are different. Okay, so I can tell you what are my beliefs, but I'm just telling you, before telling you what are my beliefs, when I'm like trying to understand your beliefs, you're telling me mine is not belief at all. When you said that,
I didn't say mine is not belief at all. I said I am trying to talk about things that are beyond our beliefs.
yeah, but something.
I said I'm trying.
Yeah, no, but what's before that? What you said about the spirits lingering in this realm before it going to the next one or whatever it is. Isn't that part of your belief?
That's what I'm saying, Levi.
Yes
by
or no?
just saying that sentence, saying that sentence,
Uh-huh.
you are reducing my things to beliefs.
I'm
Just
not.
my
I'm
belief. It's my
asking
belief.
It was very. I said, isn't it part of your belief? Your belief may be very large. It can be the extent of so many things that you.
It's not about big or large. It's not about big or large,
Yeah,
Levi.
yeah, but isn't what you said about the spirits lingering part of your belief is what the thing was? You should.
From what you said, from your perspective, yes, it is.
Yeah. So similar to similar to the spirits what you believe in, or anything else which are part of it, or the grand scheme of things which are there everywhere, or how you say this is the spirituality. But yes, I agree to all, and I'm not telling you that fuck you're having the wrong beliefs. Did I ever say that? I'm not telling that you're
I never said that either. I never said that. You said that.
I also never said that it is just a belief. Come on, when I meet and with people and talk to people of different beliefs, they have so many different thought processes. Everyone, some are very scientific, some are very spiritual. I lived with a person who was spiritual, who was a brahmachari for 2 years. Imagine that. For 2 years, he was like a pure his belief system. So he definitely did talk to me about many of the things what he thinks about. He never forced us or imposed his things on me. Neither did I to him. Okay. Similarly, I was just trying to understand.
Whenever brahmachari speaks, right,
Yeah.
he humbles himself and speaks. He himself says whatever he says is what he thinks, and it's his belief and his perspective.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He never claims that he's talking from a higher perspective and higher, pedestal and all that. He'll never claim that. A real brahmachari.
He never
Yeah.
did.
So ultimately,
he never did, and no one does. I'm just saying no one does that. When we have some sensible conversation between us or among someone who is ready to talk about these things, no one actually takes the superiority, telling that I'm bigger, you're nothing. No, it's just that if that was the case, means we would never even talk about these things. Imagine if I'm talking
Yeah.
to some guy, a guy who gets offended and because of some things that I say, then his beliefs are so strong that even the words that I'm telling are offending him, means I can't do anything. But here, I only wanted to bring this because I wanted to understand, because it started from the spirit thing. Okay, because I was born Christian.
Yeah.
Okay, we have this concept of spirits, and then there are Hindus. There's a concept of spirits.
So, Levi, can we call it a disclaimer before itself we start a conversation and say that whatever we think ultimately will be what we believe in and what we think. Yeah, it will be ultimately our beliefs only.
Yes.
But can't we just put a disclaimer before and say that we are not talking from our beliefs? We are just talking from something that we feel that is beyond our beliefs and that is actually there in this universe.
Yes, that's why that's exactly the reason why I said that if what you spoke about was part of one out of the 1,000 beliefs that are there, or what is the unexplored, what we don't know yet. So
basically what I said means that there will be something, a mutual thing that both of us will have in common.
Yeah, mutual belief.
And mutual belief, that's what I'm saying. I didn't want it to be dubbed under that category as mutual belief. I didn't want it to be dubbed under that category.
I give respect for the word belief. You must have spoken with many people who have reduced the word belief to so small extent.
Yeah.
And just conclude the conversation. That's just your belief. No.
See, it's like this. Do you believe the earth is round? Do you believe the earth revolves around the sun?
Yes.
Whether you believe or not, some things are there that will not change.
No, I believe the earth is round, it revolves around the sun because science has proven it. So somebody else has made me believe that these things are true. Somebody else has stated that this is a fact. Based on some scientific experiments, they have made it a fact.
Yeah, but have you seen it with your own eyes and your own ears? Have you gone out in the solar system and seen that the earth is round? Have you gone and seen that the earth actually revolves around the sun?
If that was the case, means there is like 99.9% things in this world that I cannot believe. I have to rely.
Exactly.
I have to rely.
What's that? What's that sound?
I have
What's
Speedy
that?
the drama queen.
I have to rely on sources of knowledge.
Wait,
for my
what is that?
belief.
Hello? Whose cat is that?
Mind.
It's Snickerty's cat.
Is it under periods or something, or is it in heat?
It's always in my friend.
Why? I've heard that too many times. Frustrates me a little bit.
Yeah. Anyway, so you do believe in spirits lingering, okay? So I just wanted to discuss more about that. Before that, I wanted to lay the foundation of who you are and what more do you believe. Okay, that's why I asked you these things. Now I do understand, and
So, Levi, if I say that I can actually see spirits and communicate with them,
yeah,
how do I make you believe it?
you don't have to. That's why I don't impose.
No,
the
no,
beliefs on
no,
others.
not I have to. Not I have to.
Yeah.
I'm saying, how do I make you believe that I can do that?
You don't have to make me believe. You just have to convey to me that you can do it, and it's up to me whether I believe you or not, right?
Choose to believe it.
Hmm.
I have my choice, right? It's only when
See, Levi, I'll tell you one thing. Levi.
Wait, before that, if you say that you can see ghosts and I'm here telling that no way you can't see ghosts, then that is when the opposing.
Yeah, Levi,
Yeah.
but the point that I'm trying to make is that everyone is not the same. The spectrum of colors and visual colors and light that another creatures can see is not the same as human beings.
Yeah.
Same way, there are
This is
human
defined.
beings also who have the same two eyes and same two legs and same two hands and brain and everything,
Yeah.
who also can see different spectrums, which cannot be proven even with scientific methods unless some heavy duty testings are done.
Yeah, right. Unless heavy duty testing and unless science and I mean, obviously, what science can prove is what I believe. This is from my perspective. If you have any sort of proof scientifically that can be like how you said, is the Earth round, or have you gone around and have you seen it by yourself? Like no, sources of knowledge is the one that is leading to facts. That facts is what leads to my beliefs. Because I was born as a Christian, but everyone believes the source of knowledge as one book. The Bible is the only source of knowledge for the beliefs of all Christians. And when you grow up a little further, you find out that is not sufficient proof for you to continue that, or you dig deeper, or you try to search for more history or more facts, more credible sources, and you'll probably keep learning, keep growing. That's how it is. No, but it's really nice that you have your belief system to that. But I'm just telling, like now you said that, see, why should I? But don't try to make me believe it. But just at least.
I'm not trying to make you believe it. I was just testing and seeing whether there is a common ground that we both can come in and talk at so that you can relate to what I'm saying.
See, I'm an agnostic who lived with Brahmachari for 2 years, and we both respected our spaces. We used to stay in the same room. In fact, we are quite broke back then, I guess. But. I used to smoke weed. He never used to. He used to tell me about different ways where he can get his bliss from. He used to do meditation. He used to do yoga, and he used to eat vegetarian food. I used to eat fucking beef burgers right next to him, but it never used to tempt him. Nor the things what he used to do used to tempt me. But we were close friends. We used to stay together. I mean, so at this level of when we were staying. It's like we lived for 2 years. I mean, how much conversations we would have had, how much things we would have done together.
Who have you not lived with, Levi? You've lived with everyone. Whoever we talk about mutually, yeah, I lived with him for 6 months. Yeah, I lived with him for 1 year. Yeah, I lived with him for 4 months.
I have.
Fuck.
Yeah, so.
Jesus Christ.
Man, I mean, I would have. Most of my time after my 12th grade, every year I kind of probably would have spent with. I lived with someone or the other. And the Alan that you have spoken to, I lived with him. Vicky that you have spoken with, I lived with him. When I still lived with him, I'm talking about minimum 3 months, okay? I'm not talking 1 day or 2 days. And yeah. Doctor Padoma. But doctor, I can't say if he lived because it's a space. Nights he goes back. So. Anyways, yeah. So the spirits that linger, okay, in the state. So why I was telling is because many people believe in reincarnation. many people believe in what happens. You either go to hell or heaven, or many believe that some they need their spirit needs moksha, or needs to get back into another realm, or many believe that it dissipates back into the energy what it was previously itself, like the ones who talk about one cumulative energy we all are, and the universe is one, we are the universe, that okay. And then there are people who believe that we don't know, declaring the fear of unknown, that I don't know what happens and I don't care, and maybe they are reincarnated, maybe they go to heaven or hell or blah blah blah. So come on, I mean, if one of these all kind of people who have their so many different beliefs say that theirs is the right one, then only we get.
So Levi, let's do this. Let's put it this way. See, Christianity believes in hell, heaven, 9 levels of hell, 9 levels of heaven. Okay.
There's no 9 levels about that's what in there. I don't know.
No, there are 9. Trust me. I'm not going to claim that I know more Christianity than you, but there are 9 levels of hell and 9 levels of heaven in Christianity. In Christianity, according to the Bibles, and I don't know exactly the name of which Bible, which number, which Corinthian, and all that. I don't know, but
you don't have to, because I've read the Bible, and I've read the Bible from start to end, full scratch. I've read it, and there's no 9.
no. So can we see, even in Hinduism there is a version of hell and heaven that we know of. Okay.
Yeah.
So can't we both get on a mutual ground and say that okay, let's not call it hell by biblical hell, let's not call it like Hinduism hell, let's call it a place that has the same position and meaning, but it doesn't necessarily need to be hell. So when we both come to that mutual ground and speak, we are not merging our beliefs. We are talking about something that's there according to your belief and mine, but it's not proven scientifically.
Yeah. But
Okay.
it is discussing about each other's belief, and
No, but we are not going to call it hell, no? We are just going to call it something that's
yeah,
similar to that place, or that has the equal meaning or value to it.
can, but you will not reach my mutual ground there, because I'm an agnostic. So if you want to reach a mutual,
See, now that is a different
yeah.
point.
So there is no, I don't see any mutual. Only among the common religious beliefs or the common spiritual beliefs can we find grounds where, okay, like for instance, even Muslims and Christians can, because the Old Testament and the Quran are the same.
Because they have so many things in common.
Yeah, the books are the same.
With
The
the-
Old Testament, the Bible as well as the Quran, the first 26 chapters are the same. So they have so much of common ground. Okay, and if you take like the yogis or the spirituality, that's like or the Buddhists, so many like areas where they do the same trends happening in all these different areas. Yeah, but if you take like from the beliefs of religion, and then some people who are like, you heard of the Church of Scientology also, they have different, straying away from science, but still, so I feel, yeah. But anyways, so when coming back to you believe in ghosts lingering, okay, and so you do believe, like in your version, or what you think it is after, what happens after death? That's the biggest question. What happens before birth? What happens after death? And is as the two biggest question marks in this world that everyone has their own answers for. Like every groups or every people have their own versions for, and only few of the people are out there who says, I don't know. Okay, if I find out, I'll know. Or I'll search. I'll try to find out. I'll go to I'll choose a path where I'll find out like what really happens. And some who are saying you'll only know once you die. And some are saying that, oh, I died for 10 seconds and came back, and their visions are told like, oh, I saw this, I saw that, I saw Angel Gabriel. Some people will tell, yeah, but I'll
Yeah, actually, that's
Constantly they'll only say Gabriel. because no other archangel will actually bother to come and speak to a measly human being.
I feel like all the data that person would have accumulated since his birth passively.
Yeah, exactly.
Passively the data he has accumulated will make him see it. That maybe he would have seen his visions would have been of Gabriel only. What is the Gabriel? The Gabriel that formed based on all the data that was collected from all his passive hearings or studies throughout his life is what we will see that. Can't say like what the fuck you didn't see, right? When he'll be like, I saw it, if you won't believe it, I can, or maybe he'll go preaching about it, and I don't know. So I'll wait for these answers. I mean, I'm pretty sure within my lifetime I will not be able to get these answers. And man, sometimes I sit and think about like what actually happens after death, and sometimes I get like paranoid. I'm like, what the fuck would we if at all some of the ones I used to think that some of the ones who said that we become back to the universe, back to the energy, not about the 9 lives. Some say that you're reincarnated as a human, some say you're reincarnated as a different being each time you're reincarnated. Sometimes you'll be a fly, or you may be a bird, in your next life, or imagine the section that is saying you'll be reincarnated as humans itself. So many inconsistencies, but doesn't matter. Like if at all that happens, I used to think, oh my god, will it happen from the second I die, or with the second I lose my consciousness? Will this consciousness enter into another body, or will my vision
While getting formatted at the same time.
while getting formatted, will I start off from the womb? Will I start off from the sperm that is fused with the egg, or will it be like the first time I open my eyes, which is after my birth, or will it be like little bit more fade area, like 2-3 years where my child, that's why I don't remember that area. Will it be from like my first year after I was born, I slowly start getting consciousness? What about like past memories, or what about like any kind of or the past being that I was, any kind of information will it get passed upon my current self?
Yeah.
Man, it's that's what, like if you keep thinking about it, so many inconsistencies, but it can definitely build upon, and like reach some state where you will decide like, okay, I feel like I'm based on my study or what I've heard so far, you can come to a conclusion that this is what I know so far, that maybe I'm going to be reborn. And if at all I conclude to that, then I'll have to work on the other things. Oh my god, if there is really a hell and heaven, I'll really have to work out in my life, like I shouldn't be doing bad things, and I should think about my karma. And because come on man, in Christians, going to hell means it's like you will suffer in hell is what they say. It's like it's not a good place. So you're not you don't follow science or what?
I follow science,
Yeah.
but ultimately, see, I believe time is everything. Okay, that's the reason why I believe time is everything, is because ultimately at certain point of time only science will be able to prove everything. Science is not at the cusp and at the zenith, at the top right now, and we don't have the knowledge, experience, and the instruments and the capabilities to prove certain things.
Yeah, but-
So with scientifically also, but we can only work with what we have and what we know right now. But at the same time, we know that time only will ultimately show that science will prove it ultimately in the end. Yeah, that only time will tell,
Yeah, but
isn't it?
scientifically,
And
time is a construct, right? Scientifically, if you're looking at time as a construct, so every
time is scientifically, if you see, like you said, I don't believe that time is a construct. One second, I'm just trying to see what this is. I don't believe time is a construct. I believe time is there whether we believe it or not. It exists. It's not a construct.
no, because when you measure cycles is when
When you measure, because you're using the word measure, and you always want to see something, how big it is, how long it is, how small it is. You are dubbing it under the term of measure, but time is not something that cannot be measured. It is just a dub. It is a dub for something that it starts from one point and it has an ending point. But some people say that time also does not have any end. Time is there always. It's like a constant.
Yeah,
It's not like a construct. It's like a constant.
those are the things like what like time is where it started from, where it is ending, we do not know. But what
Exactly.
the cycles, what happened in between, based on that they measured, and using math they gave a reference for it. So like for instance, one day they calculated what is 1 year, they calculated what is the light year, they calculated distance between two objects that is in space. So all these things they did it based, they made a measurements. After the measurements were they did measurements. After that they created references, and that is what time was defined. Now if you remove time from all equations also, or anything also, still our universe is functioning. Okay. Yeah, apart from all the other verticals which are required, if you remove any of one of the verticals, our current universe will collapse. But if you remove time from it, nothing happens. But so after defining what is time, and then you're talking about giving it all.
Would you agree that ultimately for everything, time is everything? You accept, right?
No, I don't actually.
Why? Don't you think that time is ultimately everything? It governs whether how much we find out about the universe and what is true and what is not. Everything is determined by time. If you have an injury, whether it heals or not is determined by time. Whether you want to find out something.
No, it's when you have an injury, it heals, but how much time it takes to heal is measured, and then you're telling, isn't it not determined by time? So that's what I mean. If you're measuring it and then defining it and then relating it to that particular measurement that you have done, if not also, like before us even having like even the animals, they kind of measure time based on sunrise and sunset. That was
but they're instinctive for them. They don't have a conscious awareness of time. It's for them, it's instinct.
Yeah, it's instinct, but they measure but they have adapted at least to measure sunrise and sunset minimum, because for them the sunrise is when there is more light, and when there is more time, and sunsets onward till sunrise is for them to rest. When their environmental factors are against us, they go into they take protective measures of like going into a cave or climbing into a tree, and the remaining time, I mean, they also do, but on a very basic level. But we do in a more complex level of defining time, because we are associating with science and how much time it takes to travel, or what is the speed, and what is the heart rate per second, 52 beats, or like what we do it in a more complex level. But even if you define this time or not also, that's what, because you can remove time from the equation, I don't feel time is that important. Also, you said about spirituality, right? My buddy told me about to read a book about now and the moment and okay. So in from that book, I forgot the author anyway, doesn't matter. The concept was like you living in the moment, or you understanding what is now, and there is no past, there is no future in their concept. We are not telling you like that's how it is. There is no past, there is no future. It is always now. It is always now. And you're only if there is no way to travel to the past, or you can only think about the moments that happened before, which you're considering it as history, and there's no way to travel to the future and what could happen using your imagination and your or your possibilities. You are thinking of scenario. That is only way for you to think about the future now. But yet again, you are only living in now, and if you live in the present and now, there is no time defining it at all. Everybody is living in their own house, and everybody has their own universes, and there is nothing called time over there. I mean, that is a crazy way he has put it up, but I mean, it's not that I'm
no, I understand.
Yeah, but it's nice, like because that book was trying to define us, like every time when
it's true actually. The problem is when we try too hard to understand something, we start labeling, measuring, and defining things. So that time only when we try too hard, we try to get ahead of ourselves. Even though we know there's Mars there, we can't go to it. Yeah, it's something like that. So basically, what it means is live in the present. Do what you can right now with your eyes and ears and hands that you can, and that's what he's trying to say, and that's what even the higher forms of energies or deities or that they are also trying to tell us this only. But some people will not agree to this.
Yeah. It's once I read the book, and then my friend was telling me about, like, even when you sit and talk to a person, have a conversation with them, like when you have anyone, you're not actually watching or the conversation, or you're not aware of your environment, you're not aware of what he's saying, or you're mostly you're like you're seeing it with your his concept of third eye was different. He's telling that you're not using your actual eyes. You're using your third eye. Third eye in his concept or from his studies, what he has told is you seeing something along with your eyes and the visions of your brain. That means when you meet a person, the judgment that you do on him, that when based on his character or based on his speech, you're actually the words that comes out from his mouth, you're already defined. Oh, this guy is you're already predefined. This guy's a Muslim guy. The way he's talking is like this, and then you're already judged, and then the words that come out from his mouth actually will be of the actual meaning what that person is talking about itself. That's because of you. You're actually seeing with your mind. So he says, stop looking at things with your mind. Shut down your mind and open your eyes. Okay, when you open your eyes and look around you, and set yourself in the environment first. Understand, look at the person, and sometimes look at the mirror, look at yourself, be aware of your present self always. And then when you communicate, it'll be you'll be actually like talking everything or understanding what the other person is telling, like in the present moment. That is actually very good is what he's telling. But sometimes due to our work, I'm in sales, I can't do this shit. I'm not supposed to do this, because it's a game of deceit again. So, but yeah, really cool, really cool.
Bro, how do I reduce the music volume, bro? There's no place to reduce the music volume.
There is.
Where? In audio, where is it?
In settings. In
Audio. Music volume in my phone.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro. I couldn't see it before.
Sniggity.
I'm in Imperial Testing Station 163.
Yeah.
Dota?
Okay.
Don't go to we'll play one game Dota, then go to the dungeon, no?
I'm already inside. Can you wait for 5 minutes? I'll just get out fast.
Okay.
Just doing it's a quest also for me at the same time.
You finished
I just have to
20
go.
this.
Can't hear you clearly. So low your voice is.
Did you finish 20 in Desert?
No man, I did 3 or 4.
No. So if you do a higher tier, you don't have to do all the lower tiers one by one. All the rewards get unlocked.
Oh really?
Right, yeah.
Then why don't you do the last one? Is it tough?
Probably, but I'm trying 12 by 12 so I don't miss time. I'm trying 3 by 3, sorry. 12 now, then 15 I'll try. Then I'll try. I died in 8 itself, but I wasn't moving. 12 we have to start moving around.
Oh.
But with bow it should be easy. You could probably try 20 and then go lower. second you said Dota, Suraj instantly switched from his PC to his phone.
Oh, Suraj came here. Lol.
Am I right? Am I right, Suraj?
Suraj, you there?
I'm always on mobile, not on PC.
One sec.
Hey Ragnar.
Hey, buddy.
Am I psychic or
No.
is my
First
third
time
eye?
was no third eye port. I was on phone the first time, Dota crashed, and again I'm on phone now. Discord crashed, not Dota, sorry. If you're on PC, it should show you if I'm on mobile always. There'll be a symbol.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, but when you switch from PC to mobile, it'll ask you, no, whether you want to switch devices.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying like you can see if another person is using Discord on mobile or PC.
Yeah, that you can.
Yeah.